All right, all right. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful day today. Today, I will be showing you how to open a demo account. Okay. So, to open a demo account, first you're going to go to well, I like to use Global Prime. That's the broker that I like. They're an Australian-based broker. If you are even if you're in America, you can still use Global Prime to practice with a demo. But to if you are in Japan, U.S. and North Korea, or North Korea, excuse me, then you cannot get a live account with Global Prime, but you can get a demo. And as long as you trade on the demo within 30 days. So let's just say you make the demo account and you haven't traded on it for 20 days. It's okay. As long as it hasn't been 30 days or more, and then your account will still be activated. Okay, so I'm going to go through the process that I go through to open up a demo account, to start from square one, because I remember when we first started out, even just opening up a demo account was like, how do we do this? So we have to take it back from square one, starting off how to open up a demo account and how to use MT4. Okay, we really want to give you guys value and provide as much information that is puzzling to you for free. Okay, so here we go. First, you download Global Prime, the demo. And if you're in America, there's only two brokers that are in America. I have a lot of friends that are in America, so I have to speak for Americans as well as international. So here, let me open up. Let me go ahead and open up uh, Chrome really quick here. Move this over here. Okay. So I'm just gonna pop open. Let me make sure. I just want to give you the right. Okay, yes, it's globalprime.com.au. Okay, and then when you go to globalprime.com.au, you can open up a demo account. It's here. Okay, you could just open it up, set it up, put your email address, and then they'll give you a link inside of your email where you can download it. Okay, and when you download it, it'll go to your downloads folder and it'll look like this. Okay, whenever you want to open up a live account, if you're not in America, let us know. We're IBs for Global Prime, and we can give you a nice discount each standard lot. So let's just say, I think it's about $1 each standard lot or so. If you just go and open up a live account with Global Prime, then you won't get that. You won't get that discount. You'll actually pay $1 more each standard lot, and that builds up. So that's one good thing to know. But if you're opening a demo account, no problem. Wherever you are in the world, you can open up as many as you like. Okay, so let's go through that process. First, you're going to go ahead and double click here. Okay, and when you come here, you're going to just go ahead and read through here. It's your first time, just kind of read through, just read through here. Okay, I've read it already several times, so it's not my first time. So I'm just going to go to settings here. That's what a lot of people don't do. They don't know to go into settings. Okay, so you go into the settings, and especially if you're trying to open up more than one. Okay, if it's your first one, you can just go ahead. Me personally, we already signed up with the MQL5 community website, so I don't want that to open up. Your first time, you might want that to open up. You want to look through a little bit, open up a free account, and just look around. They have some things in there that you might be interested in, indicators and EAs. It's a great community. So yeah, you might want to open that up. But I've been through this several times, so I'm just going to go ahead and go next usually. But if you want to open up more than one, let's just say that you already have one opened up and this is your second one you want to open, then you need to change this file name. Okay, so you want to change this file name to you know, me personally, this is what I do. You can do whatever, you know, you like, but you know, I think it's just best to follow my lead. Okay. So I'll just put, if it's my second one, I will put .2. Okay. If it's my first one, I'm not going to put anything. If it's my second one, I'll put .2. If it's my third one, I'll put .3 so I can kind of keep those organized. If it's my fourth one, you know, I'll put .4, etc. Okay. So actually, I already have three, I believe. I have three. So this will be my fourth one. So I'm going to just go ahead and put .4. I have a very fast computer. I have iOS, i7 core Intel with a terabyte of space. So I have a lot of space. And plus, I have an external hard drive. Um, if your computer is very slow, you don't want to have too many of these open up on your computer, okay? Because it'll slow it down, especially if you have several of them open with several charts. That'll really slow down your computer, okay? So you want to make sure that you'll start to tell that, oh, my computer's lagging, it's getting slower. You might not want to open any more accounts up, and you might even want to delete one so it'll speed up a little bit, okay? So there's just some things that I had to learn the hard way. So I want to help you out there. So I just go ahead and push point 4. I'll go to next. Okay. Okay. And they have this cool thing here now. Really cool. They just added that for MT4 actually. So I like to use MT4. I know there's the MT5 guys, but there's some features that are in MT5 that aren't in. I mean, there's some things in MT4 that aren't in MT5. Like you can't hedge trade for MT5. So that's a huge thing for me. And what is hedging? Hedging is going the opposite way with the same trade. So let's just say you have Euro USD pair open and you want to go buy, and then, oh, you want to go sell also. Let's just say you wanted to do that. You couldn't do that in MT5. So that's a huge thing to understand. A lot of people don't understand. They just think, oh, it's a new thing, MT5. It has to be better. But there's some things that you can't do in MT5 that you can do in MT4. So that's very good. It's a good thing to understand, okay? Me personally, I love MT4. I stick with MT4 unless they say that MT5 has hedging. And there's also a great YouTube video about the difference of MT4 and MT5. You can check that out. Maybe I will model it and make it later. So I'm just going to go ahead, and there's a demo account. Here's a live. I'm going to open up a demo. So I'm going to just push next here. Okay, and is it an existing account? So if you, let's just say you have your existing account on a server or somewhere else because you don't like to keep it on your computer. And actually that's what we have as well. We actually have I'll show you really quickly. We have our server here. So here is it costs $20 a month because we use the Windows server. Okay, 2016. We have about, let me see how many pairs I'm trading here. I have about three platforms, 2 global primes and 1 cryptocurrency broker here. Here's a trade that I got in before. This is the high 5 EA that actually we're teaching tomorrow, starting tomorrow on the Forex Testing Pros group. If you want to get more information about that, you can just go to facebook.com/Forex Testing Pros. Okay. All right. So here is really quickly, here is the smartest trend indicator. Okay. I could just push F11 to make it full screen here. Okay. And you can see which pairs are trending. This is very useful. The average candle range is here. Very useful information for manual traders. Very, very useful. I used to have to do this, all these calculations, I used to have to do this manually. every day, and it was just so tedious. I didn't do any of that average candle range information, just the calculating the trends and things, and that would take about 2 hours in a day and 2 hours at night. It was very tedious, and I just was so tired of manual trading. So this really helped me. So I can now, manual trading isn't so tedious, and so this is very useful. I just wanted to show that really quickly. Okay, so this is the BFF. Okay, so that's our server. Okay, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the server. So anyway, we'll come back over here, new demo account, come to, and you just go ahead and push next. Okay, I'll blur this information here. Just go to, I use US dollar. Now, it's a good idea to try to practice with an amount that you're going to actually be putting in. Okay. But I want to also recommend to you guys that if you're going to, you don't want to open up, after a while, if you're trying to see the limits of, like, let's just say an EA, you want to see, how many times it's going to get to a certain lot size or something like that. Maybe you want to go with $100,000 account so that it's not limited, and you could just see how big the lot size uses with the settings of $1,000 account or a $5,000 account. Okay, so that's just some advice here. Global Prime, if you are outside of US, Japan, or North Korea, they usually start off standard with 100 leverage. You have to contact them to get 200 leverage, okay? So I'll just make it 100 leverage, okay? And here, this is a $10,000 account. Okay, we talk about in our 5-year retirement plan, we talk about turning $5,000 into $100,000 in 5 years. So I will go with 5,000, and that's about making a consistent $600 a month. Okay, so I'm gonna agree to subscribe to the newsletter. Okay, and I'm just gonna go ahead and press next here. Make sure the details. Yep. Okay. Press next. Okay, now you're gonna get some information here. Okay, login, password, investor. So most beginners don't understand, like, what is the investor password for. So that is for people that you would, if you would like others to see your trades and not be able to mess with any settings, they can only read and look through they can look through the balance, the account history, they can look through the settings and different things, but they can't edit anything or change anything, manipulate anything. They can't. So you can give, let's just say you're trying to build a portfolio of your trading, and you want to one of your friends is interested in investing with you. You can go ahead and give them the investor password, the login information, and the investor password. Make sure you also know the server. Sometimes it'll be server demo 1, demo 2, or something like that. So you will want to give them only the investor password, okay? You don't want to give them the real password, or else they'll be able to go inside and edit things, okay? All right, so that's good to know. And I'm just going to go ahead and push finished here. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to save this. Make sure you save this information. You either want to write it down or take a screenshot. Usually, I just take a screenshot. So I'm going to go ahead and just take a screenshot here. I'm going to save it. Okay, and I'm just gonna go ahead and save that in one of my files here. That's my cryptocurrencies. I save stuff in pictures. Okay, Forex. Let's see here. I'm just gonna save it in here. It's fine. Yeah. Okay. I'll say. What is this? This is Global Prime. $5,000 account. And I usually like to put the date. That's just me, so I can. 18. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and save that, and I'll put it in the right correct area later. So I'm just going to go and save that. Okay, so you want to make sure you have that details. You don't want to just hurry up and push finish, because if you can't log back in, your computer updates, and then the platform closes, you try to reopen it, ask for your login information, you won't be able to get back in. And even Global Prime won't be able to give it to you either. So make sure you do that. It says here, please keep your username and passwords in a safe place. All right, so you're going to just go ahead and push finish, give it some time to update. You'll see, okay. And then it says, all of these tabs are down here. Okay, you can go to trade, okay, exposure. The main ones that I use are trade, account history. If you bought, let's just say you bought an EA, okay? You want to see some things, you put it inside and you want to see how it's functioning, you can go to experts and it'll tell you some details in here. So those are the three main ones that you want to use here, okay? There's also, there's also the marketplace, which is connected to MQL community, MQL5 community. You can still do things on MT4 in the MQL5 community. I just want to let you know that as well, because that was very confusing for me as a beginner. You can either register or log in. I'm not going to do that right now. So it says here new, or some expert advisors and some things that you can buy. You just log in and you can see the ones that you've purchased and things like that. Yeah, I make my own indicators now. You give it some time and it'll load some things here. I make my own indicators and my own expert advisors. We make our own at forextestingpros.com. And forextestingpros.net. We make our own. So, I really haven't found any expert advisors. We've tried several of them. We've bought $500 ones. We've bought $200 ones. We bought $250 ones. We bought $300 ones. We've bought several expert advisors, and there hasn't been any that I have been impressed with. So we made our own. Okay, so we're just gonna. I like to close this. If you want to buy or sell, instantly, you could just change this, whatever lot size. One standard lot equals $10. Okay, I just want to let you guys know that that's something when you're new, it's kind of scary to push things around. You don't want to mess anything up. I understand that, so I just want to explain, just go through the process that I go through to help you guys to understand how to move around a little bit. Okay. So I'm gonna close all these charts. Okay, I normally don't have too many charts open. I'm just gonna go ahead and close these. Okay, I'm gonna close these, and I'm gonna show you the features. I'm gonna try not to spend too much time. I'm gonna try to make this about 15 minutes if I can, just to go through all of the, what is everything? What are all these buttons? What are all these features? Okay. So you can just click here, if you want to close this, and just be careful, if you have this open, make sure, guys, that you're practicing with a demo account. Okay. Don't just open up a live account and start trading, unless you like to gamble. If you just want to gamble and it's fun for you, and you're not scared to lose any money, you're just like, oh, it's a casino for you. Hey, that's fine. But if you're really trying to profit from this and strategize and really make a living from this, you want to just demo until you see consistent profits for at least 6 months. At least 6 months, and then you can feel confident about your strategies, and then open a live account. Okay, so I just want to give that's the beauty of Forex, I believe, is that you don't have to risk your hard-earned money. You could just demo. To me, it was like a fun game to learn, while on the side. And so I learned a game that, to me, this was like a game. It was pretty fun to just practice and get good at it. And, I even messed up, and we put some real money in, lots of money. I've lost lots of money, like tens of thousands of dollars. And it, you know, it didn't feel good. I thought that my strategies were good after trading for, you know, seeing consistent profits for 2 months, and it just wasn't enough time. So I just want to spend a little time and stress that demo trading, guys, demo trading. Okay. At least 6 months, and feel confident about your strategies. Okay. So here you go. Okay, so here out one lot is $10. Okay, so $10 a pip. So that means each movement each movement is a pip. So here, this is my favorite tool here, the crosshair. So let's just say we start at the top where this white candle is. We start at the top here and we go to the bottom of it, below the wick of that. So the arm of the crosshair on the left, and on the left hand side it says 0. Okay, so that means that it hasn't been 1 4 hour time frame yet. And 262. Okay, now this is in points. So 26 is the number of pips. 262 is the number of points. Okay, so you say 26. So this has been 26 pips. Okay, so 26 pips times $10. Okay, 26 pips times $10 is 260. So if you you know, you at least would have to have a, you know, to trade this lot size, you would at least want to have a, you know, $5,000 account, but I wouldn't recommend it actually. Maybe to be more safe, you will want to have a $10,000 account to trade a standard lot usually. Okay, so you would go. So this is 26 pips. It's 24 pips. Okay, that's 18 pips here. Okay, so the movements are pips. Okay, so 12 pips equals that. This will be $120. Okay, now if you move it, if you go 0.1, oops, sorry, 0.1, this would be $1. Okay, so you would go from here to here. This would be 23. So this would be $23 here. Okay, and then the next decimal over would be 10 cents. Okay, so that's as low as you can go. You can't go any lower than 10 cents. Okay, so 10 cents. So that would be 10 cents. This would be $2.50. $2.50 here. $2.43 here. You know. Okay, so it's good to know. All right, good to know. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. Okay, now I'm gonna show you how I set up my charts. I usually like to start off on a 1 minute. I mean on a 1 hour. So just to talk about this really quickly, this means 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, 1 day, week, month. Okay, so I have it set on, it's on candles here. Okay, this is bars. I prefer candles. Okay, candles. So this means you can, I'm going to show you really quickly how I set up my charts. But before I do that, I'm going to talk about the 1 hour. So that means that if you're on the 1 hour time frame, each one of these candles equals 1 hour. Okay, each one of these candles represents 1 hour. If you're on the 4 hour, each one of these candles represents 4 hours, etc. 1 day, each of these represents 1 day. Okay, so most people like to use the candles. There's also the line that looks like this. You know, I can't get much data from that. So I really like the candle because you can see where it opened, where it closed, how far it went down, and then where it came back and closed. Okay, this was a Japanese man-made candlesticks. Okay, it comes from Japan. This is an indicator in itself. Candles. Okay, candles are an indicator in itself. So I'll show you how I set up my charts. First of all, I like to take off this grid. I don't like this grid. So I right click, go down to grid, click there. Oh, look how nice and smooth that is. That's beautiful, isn't it? Okay, and then to further change some things, I go to right click, go to properties. Okay, and then we start to change the colors of the candles. I like my up candles green and my down candles red. Okay, so I go up, put this green, down, put this red. Bull. Bull is the same as up or buy. Okay, so this is now you're getting into Forex and trader terminology. Okay, so bull. So if they say a bull market, that's an up market. Okay, that's a buy market. Okay, so you say green. Okay, I want my green, and then bear. That's down. Okay, so that's sell. Okay, so I like to keep that like that. I leave everything else the same. Okay, and if you like a white background, then you can change this to white. Okay, and make sure that you change your foreground to black. Okay, so they have to be opposite so that now you can see the price. You see before when it was white, you couldn't see the price, you couldn't see some of the details, right? But when I make that black, okay, now you can see the details and the writing. Okay, so yeah, so you can make it you know, white or black. Me personally, I like to keep it black because it's just easier on the eyes for me. It's a lot easier on the eyes, so I'll just go ahead and change it back how I liked it. Okay, so that's that. Come over to common. I usually click the show ask line. Okay, and if you would like to see a separation, you can see the um, daily separators. Okay, so you can see the daily separator, push show period separators. Okay, and you can just go ahead and push. You can go back if you like, and you can just push OK. Okay, or you can go OK on that one. So that's these separators, and tells you. Wait, these separators don't tell that these. Let me see what these separators tell. So this is 34 hour. Okay, so times 30 times 4 equals 120. 120 divided by 24 equals 5. Okay, so these separators equal 1 week. Okay, so this is 1 week of trading right here. 1 week of trading. If you go to 1 hour, okay, this is 1 day. Okay, so this is 1 day. So we'll see. I believe it is. Let's just double check there. So we'll see 24. Okay, you see 24 in the first numbers. That means 24 candles. Okay, you go here. There's 48 candles. That means it's 48 days because we're on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, if you go to the 4 hour, then this is 1 week. Okay, this is 1 week here. If you go to the day, okay, I believe this is a month. Let me see how long this is. 21 day. Yeah, this is a month here. So this is about a month. About a month. Yeah, because remember, there's only 20 days, 20 days for trading. Okay, because the weekends the markets are closed. Okay, so I'm just going to go back. I just wanted to explain that. I usually don't use the separators. I usually don't, but I'll just keep them up there. Okay, so let's go through these settings. Okay, now I like to put the Bollinger, so you can go several places to put the Bollingers. You can go here, and then you can go to Bollingers here, or you can go to insert, okay, and you can go to Bollingers here. Okay, so you know, either one is fine. They're the same. Um, so I go to Bollinger 20 period 2 deviation. That's what it should be standard. If it's not that, then you want to go ahead and change it. You can, you know, change the lines if you want it thicker or whatever. Here I just keep it like this. Okay, I always like to keep this shift end of the chart from right border. So you see how the chart is now. Look at the end and then click it. Okay, there's some space here now. I like this space here. I don't like the price all the way to the edge here. I just don't. I like a little bit of space here. It's nice. The auto scroll If this is clicked, which it is clicked now, if you try to move backwards, it'll automatically take you back forward. Okay, if this isn't clicked, then you can just freely go back in history, okay, without it going to the front. Now, if you wanted to, if you're going back in the history, back, you're, you know, you're back testing or whatever you're doing, you know, you want to, you're back testing and you want to get back to the front, you just click it. Okay, it'll take you right back to the front. So that's auto scroll. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and set up the chart how I like it really quickly. I'm gonna put the moving average. So I usually just put the Bollinger Bands and the moving average, exponential moving average 200. I like to make it gold because it's golden. Okay, and I like to make it thicker. Okay, and okay, exponential and simple. What are the difference? Okay, simple is it's close. Exponential is like it's more precise. Okay, that's pretty much in a nutshell what it means. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and put that exponential, and I will go ahead and save this. So I usually like to save this, especially if I'm going to open up other charts. I don't want to have to do this every single time. So you just come over here, templates. There's some templates here. I never use these. I save my own. I'm going to save template. Okay, and I'm just going to save this as Bollinger and moving av. Okay, you can type the whole thing, moving average, if you like. I just put moving av. Okay, just click it like that, and then you can put black background, white background, whatever. You can save all these different templates if you'd like to. Okay, so I save it like that. Then if I want to open up another pair, let's just say I'll open up the exact same chart. Let's open up gold. Okay, how do you get to gold? Gold, there's no gold in here. How do you get to it? Where's it at? Okay, so you right click. Okay, and then you go to show all. Okay, then you can also see the spreads if you would like, and you will also see the high and low of the day. Okay, so there's a lot of information that you can add to here. So let's just do that. Okay, we add high and low so you can spread this out. Okay, more information here. Spread it out more because you can't see all the numbers. Okay, so you can see the high and low of the day for each pair, which is nice, you know, which is nice. More, you know, more information, but I don't use it. So you know, I could just see from the candle actually also, but it's kind of nice if you're on the 1 hour candle, 1 hour time frame. You can see, okay, where was it? If you want to, you know, let's just say, okay, what was the, I'm on Euro USD right here. So what was the high? It was 1.24128. 1.24. Okay, so I'll go 2412.8. 2412.8. 2412.8. Okay, that's close enough. So this was the high of the day. Okay, and you know, how can you keep that? Like, how can you note that? Okay, if you wanted to note that, just put a line. There's a draw line. You can draw a horizontal line if you like to. Like, you know, if you wanted to go like this, you know, and so that you don't make it like ray out, like all far like that. You want it to stop. Let's just say you want it to stop right here. You just double click it. Okay, go to properties. Okay, and go to visualization. No, parameters, sorry. And there's a ray. Just click ray. Okay, push, click it so it'll turn it off. You know, click it, unclick it. Okay, and push OK. And there you go. You can set it to exactly to stop like that. Okay, so that's another nice little thing to know. Okay, when you're drawing, and you can change the colors. You know, you could just go to the properties, and you can go to common. You can change the color. You can make it different. You can make it thicker, whatever you like. You can change the name if you wanted to, so you can know, you know, all kind of things. It's really nice. Okay, so I'm just going to delete this because I don't need it. Just right click, delete. Okay, or you can go to let's just say, how else can you get rid of that? Okay, if you can go to, I believe you can go to Control I. No, that's indicators. Okay, but this is good to know too. You could push Control I if you wanted to delete the Bollinger Bands, and then you can just, you can just delete it. Okay. You could just delete it. You could just delete these things. Okay. It's good to know. Okay. I'm just trying to get through everything. It's a lot of things to get through. So, um, I'm just want to kind of explain everything so you guys can get used to it. Okay. Yeah. I could just go back to here and it'll pop right back up because I saved that template. Remember? Okay. So let's get back over here. How did we get to gold? Okay. So we can go here, go to show all, and then we can go to gold down here. Okay, gold is here. And that's funny that they made it a golden. Okay, this is gold. This is silver. Okay, so you can just hover over it and you can keep it there and you see it says silver versus USD. Okay, this is gold versus USD. Okay, this is USD versus Mexico. Okay, so you can also trade. This is oil. Where's oil at? There's oil. This is Brent crude oil. I don't trade oil. All I trade is I haven't been trading gold lately, but I did like to trade. I do like to trade gold and silver with some expert advisors. So these are all of the pairs here, and so that you can see the spread, you can go to spread here. Okay, I'll make it a little bit bigger, and you can see the spread is here. Okay, this is the spread details in this column here. Okay, good to know. So you can see how big the spread is. Okay, Euro USD right now is at, the spread is less than 1. Wow. Okay, so really, really nice. The spread, if you see 2 decimals, so this means, I believe that this is, but it could be different. You just have to check. This either the spread is 4. No, because you can see here the ask and the bid 20. Okay, yeah. So that's just 1 decimal. So 88, 4. Yeah. So it's not even 1. It's not even 1. Okay, here it is 1. Okay, so this is 1, less than 1. Okay, that's 1. This is in points. Okay, good to know. So if you see 1, 1, it's not actually 11. It's actually 1 pip. Okay, good to know. So if you see 13, you're like, what? The spread is 13? No, it's just 1, 1.5, about 1.5. Okay, so it's 2.5 here. Okay, and then if you go down to some of the exotics, you see that it starts to get bigger. Okay, look at this. It's 17. Okay, so it's not 120. Well, 129 right now. It's just 12. Okay, now it's 11. Okay, so that's just good to know how to, you know your way around. Okay, let's see what gold is. Okay, gold is 1. Okay, so gold is really good. Silver is less than 1. Really good. Okay, so good to know. Good to know. I actually don't use all of these things, to be honest with you. I just want to show you how to use all of them. Okay, and you can see the time here. Okay, this is very important. So most likely it will not match your time that you're at. I believe every broker is different, so I can't really tell you what the time is for this broker. You just have to check. It most likely it will be GMT time. Usually it'll be GMT time, but sometimes the broker will put it at their standard time. But usually it'll be GMT time. Okay. I'm actually in Thailand and it is 3 in the afternoon right now, and here it is showing that it is 10:56, almost 11. So I believe this is London. I believe this is GMT. Yeah, GMT standard. Okay, so good to understand that. Let's see what other things that I can show you. Okay, whenever you're using an expert advisor, it's good to know you usually have to come to tools, go to options, expert advisor. You usually want to put auto trade on here, and you want to turn these off usually. And usually, this used to scare me when I used to see this. Allow DLL imports potentially dangerous, enable only for trusted applications. It looks so crazy. Okay, but usually you want to click both of these. Okay, if if you got it from MQL5 or if you got it from me, then, but usually I don't usually put anything in the expert advisor that needs this, but for the smartest trend indicator, it does need to be clicked, okay? Because it gets information from outside, okay? So that's just good to know. It's good to know this is here, okay? So just this usually is fine, okay? And unclick these, okay? And then you can just push okay there. Let's see here. Okay, this little box here. Okay, that's why I wanted to open up this. So I'll open up here, open up another one. And you see, this is for this chart. This is for the whole platform up here on the top right. Okay, this is for the whole platform. This is just for the chart. Okay, so I can just minimize this or make it like this. Now these boxes are like this. And how do I like make it, like, how do I make it, how do I set them to be even? How do I do it? You know, you could just click this box here, boop, and it'll even it out for you. Okay, so that's just a nice little secret. And then if you want to make the chart big, you know, so I can just go here. I can just go to my Bollinger average, moving average, boop, set it like that. I can click it off, click it on, and then that'll be like that. Okay, good to know these little tricks. Okay, you can, I usually make one big. Okay, and if you want to make it full screen, you could just push F11 for you know, for Windows. I'm not sure what it is for Mac. We have a Mac, but we don't have MT4 for Mac because we just use the server. Okay, so yeah, so here you just push F11 and then you can make that full screen like this if you wanted it to be full screen. Okay, maybe it looks cool and you just want a cool background or something. Yeah, so that's just good to know. You just push F11, make that full screen. I'm not sure how to do it without F11. Yeah, I'm not sure. So I'll just leave that as that. And I'm just trying to get through these really quickly. Sorry, you can make this small so you can look back, you know, and then you can go to F11 and you can see like more, but you can't get to the crosshair or anything. But I just wanted to show you that. You can zoom in really close. Okay, so it's just good to know these things. Okay, you can make it, you know, I usually like to keep it like this or like this usually. Okay, like this is usually my favorite. Okay, I usually am not looking at all this data, so my screen is a lot smaller. And let's see, let's just kind of go through here. I've already explained this. Auto trading on. Okay, so if you have an expert advisor, which is automated trading software, you want to push that. You'll see it green here. If you don't want it to be on, you could just push it. If you want to turn it off and change some things or whatever. Okay, good to know. New order. Okay, this is really good to know. Setting up a market order. Okay, setting up a market order. Okay, so you can get to the different pairs from here if you wanted to as well. Usually whatever chart you have it on, it'll open up to that pair here. Okay, I've already explained that one standard lot is $10, 0.1 is $1, and 0.01 is 10 cents. Okay, stop loss. Okay, what is the stop loss? Okay, and the beauty, this is why I love MT4 though, because you can, I'm sure it's the same with MT5 with this feature, but I like to draw lines. Let's just say that I'm trading, okay, and I am doing the high five. I'm doing the high five manual strategy. So I seen that the trend is strong up. All the candles are green. I mean, all the arrows are green on the smartest trend indicator. Okay, then I will go, so I get in here. Okay, let's just say I got in here. And you can change the colors. Remember, you can double click it. And if you see this little, square here, this little white square, that means that you can move it around. Okay, now if you want to lock it, you just double click it and now it's locked and you can't move it. Okay, so double click that again, right click it, you can go to, you know, you can change the color. I say, okay, this is my entry. You know, when I was first starting out, this is what I like to do. But, you know, now that, you know, I'm more advanced, I don't really do all of that anymore. But it's fun. It's good to, you know, get used to it. But anyway, that's my entry now. Okay, and then if it goes against me, you know, at certain points, like let's say it goes against me, that's a support level here. Okay, looking at the price over here, here's where the top of the Bollinger, here's another support. Okay, so if it goes against me, I'm going for buy. Okay, so let's just say that if I was using the smartest trend indicator, I'm gonna pull up the smartest trend indicator actually as well, so I could just show you an example, you know, a real trading example instead of just throwing some stuff together. Let me see. I'm sorry. Excuse me, everyone. Okay, so Euro USD is at the top. Okay, so this looks like a pretty strong trend up. There's only one 4-hour candle that's down. Okay, but the trend it is pretty strong up. So I would definitely go for buy. You want to see how far are you? Where's your take profit going to be? Usually I choose the 4-hour average candle range. So if you look over here, is okay, average candle range, so you can see the words. Okay, average candle range, and I'll go with the smallest average candle range, and then I will round down. So 35, 32, 35, 32 is the lowest. I'm gonna go for 30. Okay, because I'm not gonna just make it up and just say, oh, I'm going 50 pips. Okay, I'm not gonna just go for 50 pips. That's what I used to do until I got this baby here, and now I go for whatever the smartest trend indicator says that the average candle range is for 4-hour. Okay, if you're going for higher time frames, let's just say you're trading on the 4-hour, then you want to go for whatever the day average candle. But right now we're trading on the 4-hour, so we want to go for whatever the 4-hour. Okay, if you're trading on the day, then you want to go for whatever the week. Okay, that's just a little rule of thumb. If you want to see the monthly, you have to click to the right here. Oh, click to the left. Sorry. Yeah, it's a little silly there, but oh, there's no monthly. It's just weekly. Okay. So here, I'll just click back. Okay. So all the information is here. Later, we'll be adding more details here, like the average, what is it? The retracement wick. We'll be adding that those details there and things like that. Okay. So for now, we're just going. We're on the 1-hour time frame here, as you can see. You can see Euro USD 1 hour. So I'm gonna go for the higher time frame, one up. So 32 average candle range. I'm gonna go for 30. I'm gonna round down. Okay, make sure I hit it. Okay, so I'm just gonna move that aside. I'm going for, let's just say I'm going for 30. I'm going for 30 pips. Okay, so oops, the price already moved. I should have been in position already, but this is just an example. Okay, let's just say 30. Okay, so I'm going to compare it to something on the screen so that I can kind of know, you know, that's how I don't just go like, let's just say 30 is, this is 30 here. I'm not going to just go here. I'm going to go close to something so I can kind of compare it to something. I said, okay, it's close to this line. There's a little bump you see to the left on the crosshair, the left arm of the crosshair. There's that little tiny bump. It's very hard to see, but just above that bump, it's about 30. Okay, so that's what I would do. I'm just going to draw that right above there. Boop. Okay, so going right around there, 30. Okay, that's my take profit. Okay, that's my entry before, so I would be doing good right now. Okay, if it pulls back, I would let's just say I'm just gonna go as low as possible. Just, you know, and this is what I recommend that you do. So, you know, you just kind of get used to it and then scale up. You know, demo and then scale up, and then, you know, then later, once you do that, you feel really comfortable, and then you go live, right? Okay, so go as low as you can, 0.01. Okay, and then I'm not putting it to, I'll put an emergency stop loss. So where's my emergency stop loss? Will be, with this strategy, my emergency stop loss would be, I'm gonna go really small. Okay, my emergency stop loss for this strategy would be down here. This is emergency. This is like, there's a Euro exit. So I don't even think there could be a Euro exit. Let's just say Germany exited the Euro, okay? And some crazy stuff. There's a war. Something really crazy happened, okay? This is an emergency stop down here, okay? So for the high five EA, okay? Just kind of showing how to use this thing a little bit, okay? So we're just gonna go here, boop, I'll make it red because that's emergency stop, and I'll make it bigger because, it's emergency, it's crazy, okay? So we'll make that like that, okay? Emergency stop loss is there, okay? Usually I wouldn't set them, no, yeah, with the high five manual, I would set an emergency stop loss, okay? But usually the stop loss will be closer if it's another strategy, okay? So that this drawing the lines helps you to be able to see the price that you need to get in, because it's kind of hard to, so the lines help a lot so you can see exactly where you want to set your things at, okay? So you'll go take profit. Let's just give an example. You'll go take profit is 1.24, 2A4, okay? And this, if it's a market execution, then that means that if you push buy, it'll get in right now, or you can go to pending order, okay? So if it was one of these lines, like this line here, okay, let's just say it was here, okay? So that's my take profit, and now I'm going to set my price where I'm getting in. This is a buy limit, okay? So a buy limit means that you believe that the price is going to hit when it gets in, even though it's coming down, okay? When it gets in here, you're believing it's going to come back up, okay? So I'm going to say that again. If you got in here and the price is coming down, and you want your target is here, okay? So it came down, boop, it got in, okay? You believe that it's going to get back up here, okay? And then it comes back down more, boop, okay? Your target is still here, okay? And then if it, you put another line, like let's just say right under here, you drew another one. You say, okay, okay, I don't like that line. I'll just change settings really quickly. Sorry, this video is so long, but I want to be really thorough. I don't want to just make a quick video. I want to give you guys some value. So sorry if it's too long, but I hope this is helpful for very beginners, because I had no one to show me these things. Well, no one that was really good at explaining. So okay, so I'll just make that like that. Okay, so this is where my buy limit will be. So a buy limit, remember, is when the price is in a bear, it's going bear, and then you believe that it's going to go back up. Okay, it's going to go back up. Okay, so it's hit. Okay, it's going to go back up. It's going to go back up. Okay, and the vice versa for sell. Okay, sell limit. Okay, so if it's a sell limit, then that means that if the price it's the opposite. So if the price is going up, 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 and it hits here, you believe it's going to come back down. Okay, price is going up, 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 you believe it's going to come back down. Price is up, 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 you believe it's going to come down. So that's what the high five manual strategy is all about. Okay, it's about because the market always retraces, as you can see. The market is always retracing, okay? So if it's going down, it's going to come up, it's going to go down, it's going to come up, it's going to go down, it's going to come up, it's going to go down, it's going to come up. So this is what the high five is all about, okay? We call each line of support or resistance, we call it high fives, because it gets in another position, and when it gets out, so it makes you more money, okay? So you're not scared of retracements. You actually welcome them, okay? So every time that the market goes the opposite direction, if it's trending down and then it goes back up, that's called a retracement, okay? Then it comes back down, okay? Then it retraces back up, then it goes back down, it retraces up, it comes down, it retraces, it goes back down, okay? So the market is constantly doing that. Now it passed the 200 MA, now it's a buy for me, okay? It passed the 200 MA, now it's going up, okay, it retraced back down. It going up, it retraced back down. It going up, it retraced back down. It going up, it retraced back down. It always retraces, okay? So it's good to understand that, okay? So a lot of people are like, the market's always going against me. It's always retracing, okay? So it's very good as a beginner to understand that and use it to your advantage. That's why the High Five EA is so awesome, okay? So we teach this again in facebook.com/Forex Testing Pros, okay? So that's a sell limit. And then if you're gonna go with a buy stop, okay, what's the difference from a buy limit and a buy stop? Okay, a buy stop is if the market is going up and it hits here, it's gonna keep going up. Okay, it's going to keep going in that direction. Okay, I don't know why they named it a buy stop. It's just, it sounds silly. I don't know, but that's what the name is, and it's very you know, it's very silly. But buy stop, it sounds weird, but it's just like when it gets there, it's going to keep going that direction. Okay, so same with the sell stop. If it's, let's say our sell stop is here at this green line, if it went here, boop, and it'll get in position, and you believe it's going to keep going down. Okay, so that's the difference between a buy stop and a buy limit, and a sell stop and a sell limit. Okay, so you have to see which one's yours. So for this example that we're using here, we would be using a buy limit. Okay, for the high five strategy, we would use a buy limit. We'll go. We would, let's just set it for this green that's away. You know, see, these would be triggered here. We would have got in here, and this next one would have been triggered. Okay, so it would be a buy limit would be triggered here. It'll be in position right now, going for buy. Okay. And you see it's hitting the support. It's hitting the support level right here. So a support level is when it's the floor. Okay, it's the floor. Okay, the support is the floor. The resistance is the roof. Okay, so you hear support and resistance levels. Okay, so if it, you know, you see this Bollinger is a resistance level is right here. Okay, this is this right here at the top where the candle wicks are touching right here. See, that's a resistance level. Okay, so sometimes it'll break through that resistance level. Okay, here's another resistance level at the top of this Bollinger here. Okay, at the top of this Bollinger over here, at the top of this Bollinger, that's a resistance level because it's going up. Now, if it's going down, it's a support. Okay, so now it's hitting the support. Okay, it's hitting the support, so it's retracing, and it went down to the support level. Here's another support level. Okay, and a lot of times it'll hit the support level, and then it's like a slingshot. Sometimes it'll, like a rubber band, you can kind of think of it'll zzz, you know, and it'll start to go this way. It'll spring up. Okay, so especially when it gets to this 200 MA, this is an important support level here. So if it comes down to here, usually when it first touches it, it'll bounce off like a rubber band. Sometimes it won't just touch and bounce off. Sometimes it'll pull back like a rubber band. See, like it did here. It came. Okay, it came through, boing, and it popped up, right? Okay, and then it hit in here, and maybe it'll bounce off right here. Okay, so we never can 100% predict where the market is going to go. You could just make educated guesses. Okay, we look at the evidence. Okay, we look at our Bollinger Bands, we look at our moving average, we look at the candles. Okay, we see that look at how there's a lot more bigger green candles, so that's than the red candles. Okay, so that means that there's a stronger trend upwards. Okay, so little things like that. That's why the candles are an indicator in itself. All right, so let's continue. So I'll just set this really quickly to 1.23536. Okay, so that would be my buy limit there. Okay, you can make a comment and say something if you want. Second high five. Second high five, whatever. Sometimes you like to do that, but there's no, how can you see it? Okay, and I'll get into that as well. Okay, you can put your stop, emergency stop, right? We put 1.21517. Okay, so that's our emergency stop there. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and set that. Boop. Okay, now it's here. It's in the pending orders. It's not in position. If it was in position, it would be above this balance and little line here. Okay, but it's not. It's a pending order, so it's below here. You can just go ahead and press OK, and it's here. Okay, now, but I can't see I can't see the comments. How do I see the comments? You just go ahead and right click. Comments are here. Okay. And if you wanted to change something, you can just double click it. Okay, you can modify it. I'm just using an example. 126. Okay, I can modify. Okay, I just modified it, right? I modified it to 516 instead of 517. Okay, you can modify it right click. Yeah, you can also go to right click. Okay, modify. Okay, you can change it or you can just delete it. I really don't want this. You can just delete it. Okay, and you can set a new one or whatever. Okay, it's good to understand these kind of things. Um, let's see what else I can help you with. So that is pretty much that's that's a new order. You can push a new order. You can close it, push it, close it. Just kind of get used to touching things. Moving things around. You can come here if you're excuse me, if you are there's important news coming out and you want to like be quick, you can just set everything up here. You can push buy or sell really quickly. Okay, everybody has different strategies. I use this strategy, the high five, so when it's retracing or whatever. But sometimes people want to get in the market really quickly, so they might want to use this little dashboard here. It's pretty cool. Okay, a little panel, sorry. Let's see, what is this? Strategy tester. Okay, I don't really use this thing. I don't think it's really that accurate. I love you guys at MQL, but I use the Forex Tester 3. And if you are interested in using the Forex Tester 3, which is what I use, you can go to our partnership page. And that's why I'm making this YouTube channel, to start from the beginning, help people, and so that you can get used to using MT4, and then you can start really testing your strategies. What is so cool about Forex Tester 3? What is so cool about it? Okay, this is our official partnership page. Okay, and when you get a nice discount, if you go through us, see, save $100. You save $100 if you just went to Forex Tester 3 on your own, just went there and bought it. It will cost you $299, but you go through us, $199. Okay, so this is the software that we use. You can see we have the Forex Tester 3 here. Okay, what is so awesome about it? Well, first of all, you can test a year in a day. Okay, no, not in a day. That's exaggerating. But you could test a year in about a week, depending on how much time you have to test. Okay, you could test it in a week if you don't have a lot of things to do. You can test it. Maybe you take your time. It will take you a month. But if you actually went through a demo, it would take you a whole year to actually test. And trust me, I have actually, and I kind of like to, what I like to do is test in a Forex Tester 3, feel good about the strategy, and then put it in a demo, you know, instead, because I can kind of get some of the kinks out of the strategy and things when I test with it's about having the right tools for the job, guys. Having the right tools for the job that's what it's all about. It's all about having the right tools for the job. I'm telling you, I cannot stress that enough. And this has helped me out so much with finding my strategies. It's been amazing. So I actually have tested a whole year in a demo, and I'm actually doing it now. Here's the server again. And this is what silver, actually, the BFF strategy. I actually have it in my FX book. If you guys want to check that out, I'll give you a link if you ask about it. And see my FX book and everything. This is the BFF. It says simple EA8. That's because I didn't really have a name for it at the time I made it, but it's the name is the BFF. It's my best friend forever. I love this EA. So I've been testing this since, how long have I been testing this thing? Let me check. How do I move? I'm sorry, excuse me for a second. I just want to explain this really quickly for you guys. I am looking for account history. Okay. I've been testing this since 2016. So November 21st, 2016, started off with $400,000. So this is a $400,000 strategy. Okay. For gold, it would take more. It'd take like 2.5 million for this. It makes with silver, it makes about $35,000 a month. Yeah, about $35,000 a month, but it's actually been doing double. It's actually been doing about $65,000 to $70,000 every month. It's been really doing good, and my goal was just to double my account, for the year. and it actually has tripled. So I'm very, very happy about that. I'm almost at the quadruple point when it gets to 1.6, which I believe it will be there in a few months. So I'm very, very happy about that. It's been going great. So I have actually been demo trading, and I couldn't have really figured out this great strategy without the Forex Tester 3. I'm just telling you, it's just too much testing and too much figuring out settings and so many things that I could not have done with the regular demo. But after I figured it out, and then I was able to put it in the regular demo and have terrific results. So I just wanted to explain that with you guys. I'll be going live with that. We always make sure that all of our expert advisors are tested at least 6 months before we go live with them. We don't like to just, oh, we just came out with the EA, here you guys go, here, it's not a good idea. But because a lot of people are not, they're gamblers, and they just want to, and then they'll blame me for if there's errors, and I'll be like, you didn't put it in a demo? They're like, no, I put real money, I thought it was, so no. So we preach demo accounts, okay? And that's why I don't, so just in case somebody does want to put our EA inside of a real account right away, we make sure that there's not going to be any errors from the programmer side, or any errors with the strategy or anything like that. Okay, so I just wanted to say that really quickly before I can continue. Okay, a little commercial really quick. Okay, so yeah, you see it's retracing. Okay, and let's see some more features. Okay, so that was we started talking about the strategy tester. That's how we went into that. Terminal. Okay, so if something is missing, this is the terminal here. Let's just say you accidentally push this and you're like, how do I get it back? What do I need to do? What's going on? You could just click this button right here, or Control T, and it'll pop back up. Here, this is a navigator. So this is this area here. If you accidentally push this, just to show you, you accidentally push it, you're like, oh my gosh, it disappeared. How do I get it back? You can just go ahead and click it. Boop, pop right back up. Okay, so it's good to understand that. Data window, same thing. That's here. Okay, that's the market watch. Oh no, data window. That is data window. Where is the data window? I don't really use the data window. That's here. Okay, but it tells you some information about the Euro US. Okay, and here is the profiles. Okay, profiles is if you, let's say you open up Euro, USD, pound, and let's say you open up a lot of charts and you're testing a whole bunch of different things, okay? And then you want to save all those the same, okay? You want it to open up and you want to save different settings. So you want to have like you want to do Euro US, pound US, Euro yen, and pound yen only. Okay, and then with another set, you're doing Australia US, Australia yen, or some different things, and you're trying to. So you say, okay, I just want to save Euro US, Euro yen, pound yen together. Okay, so you would just come over here, and then you would just save the profile as Euro, Euro pound, or I mean Euro US, or whatever you want to save it as, strategy one, and then you can save that, and then it will save here, and then and then when you click it, it'll open up exactly. So, okay, I'll go through it. So let's just say these two. Okay, I have these two here. I want to save it just like that. I'm just gonna go ahead and save profile as, and you have to, this profiles take up a lot of space. Okay, so if you want to save like 20 to 100 charts and things like that, it's going to be really difficult. I used to want to do that. I used to want to say, when I was beginning, I wanted to test a whole bunch. I wanted to try a whole bunch of different things, and it just can't do that. Okay, guys, so you can do like maybe 10 charts at a time, 20 max, like maybe two to three profiles of like 20 charts or something, but you can't save like all of the charts. Profile, they'll have some errors, and it'll be because you don't have enough space, or your computer's not fast enough, and it's just not enough. Okay, so you'll have to get something customly made if you want to do something like that. Okay, just to give you a heads up. Okay, So let's just say euro. I'm just gonna say, since this is, I'm gonna say euro and pound. Okay, euro and pound. I'm not sure if we can save that character, but I'm gonna try. Pound. Okay. Okay. So now I saved that, and now I'm gonna close these. I'm gonna close this. Yeah, I'm gonna close them. Okay. Now I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna go to. Um, wait, what is this? I can't see because all this information. Okay. Make it a little bit more bigger. Okay, now let's just say you're trying to test only with yen, things with yen. It's just an example, okay? You're trying to save everything with yen. Okay, doing this, chart window. Okay, chart window. Okay, chart window. Okay, so now, and then you push this little box, okay, evens out, and you want to save it like this, okay? Just an example, but maybe you have more, okay? Just let's take it a little bit further. Okay, even if you have 5, it'll do something like that. Okay, do something. You're just doing everything with yen. Just an example. You know, people have their own strategies or things they're trying to do. Okay, so you're doing this, and then you say, okay, I want to save this. This is my yen stuff. Save profiles. Yen testing. Okay, and you just press OK. Okay, so now if I go to profiles and I go to my euro pounds, it didn't. Okay, it popped up my euro pounds, but okay, that's very strange. So it's good to see this. Let me close all of them real quick. Okay, let's see. Euro pounds. Euro pound. Okay, let's see something real quick. Yen testing. Okay, yen testing opened up. Okay, now I'm going to go to my, let's see, euro. Now I'm going to switch it to my euro pound. Okay, so now you can see this thing doesn't, it's not so good. Okay, but it did work for, it did pop up before. I don't know what's wrong. What you can do is close it, open it back up. So I was trying to do that before, and it wasn't working for me either. So you see, it's that's the one thing. So yeah. So anyway, but that's supposed to be profiles. It's supposed to work good. Maybe, you would have to get someone to 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 fix that for you. You have to get a programmer to make that good for you. And then that's where you can go to MQL5 and open up a freelancer job and get somebody to help you to fix that better. Okay. So it's just good to know those kind of things. So I'm just going to open back up you can open up I just use templates. So if there's no chart, and then these things you're not going to be able to use these things. So I'm just going to go back to Euro US, just open this up and just go back to, now this one, I never have any trouble with templates. Just go back there, make this big, okay, and that's set like that. Okay, so I just usually save my templates like that. I normally don't even mess with the profiles. I used to, but and maybe I know why. Another reason why I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 platforms. Okay, I have 7 MT4 platforms, so that may be an issue. Okay, maybe if I only had like 2, maybe I wouldn't have any issues. So that's another thing to consider. Okay, I think I went through pretty much everything. Let's see. Oh, okay. Now a few more things. Okay, so I already went through the crosshair, right? And then you can see what the current the price is at this point, all the way to the right. You can see the middle, how many pips it is, 56 pips. How many candles? 34 candles. Okay. And how to draw a line, Fibonacci. If you want to do Fibonacci retracements and things like this, Fibonacci's great. Oh, that's okay. Fibonacci. Okay, how to use Fibonacci from the bottom to the top. Okay, depending on the direction you're using. So, this is Fibonacci. So this is the very bottom. This is the very top. this point, and you can tell better where um, where the market is going. Okay, so this is the Fibonacci retracement. Okay, there's also Fibonacci retracement. It tells you, so you can, if where is it, if it hits a certain point and it starts to go, let's just say it starts to go up here. Okay, then you can use the Fibonacci extension tool. Okay, I'm not going to get into Fibonacci's because that's a whole nother video in itself. Okay, but it's about having accurate guesses, accurate. But me personally, I love my strategies. I think that it's just another it's just another layer of, what is the word? I'm sorry. Another word of consensus that you can tell, you can tell where the market is more likely to go. Okay, it's all estimated guesses. Okay, there's nothing 100% because it is all based upon people. Okay, the market is based all upon people's buying habits. Um, that's really people's buying habits, people's selling habits. So that's what the market is about. So you can tell, it helps with the Fibonacci because of traders. Most of the time, traders look at Fibonacci's, and a lot of times, most of the time, traders look at Bollinger Bands, and the traders are looking at candles. So they're more likely to use these same kind of indicators to buy and sell using them. Okay, Fibonacci's is another one that traders use. So if you use these tools, then you can see more likely where other people are likely to buy and sell. Okay, so in a nutshell, that's pretty much it. Sorry for the okay. I'm just kind of, this is kind of like just a live webinar. It's kind of long, but I kind of wanted to get through everything for you guys, to help you out, because I remember when I was first starting out, I didn't have anybody really to show me these things, and there weren't any good YouTube videos to explain everything, and I just kind of didn't like people's style of teaching. They were just kind of boring, and so I just decided, hopefully mine isn't too boring. Hopefully I'm getting through everything pretty thoroughly. Okay. Here's thumbs up and thumbs down. Just if let's just say you're back testing or something, you just want to draw a thumbs up, or you can make that bigger. You can go to arrow, and actually to make it bigger is actually here. I know it's strange, but yeah, that's what it is. You just go there and you make that thumbs up there. You can change the color as well, because we want to make the thumbs up green usually. Well, I do, or blue. So that's good. If if the trade, you're back testing and you're doing some strategies, okay, if I do the thumbs up, then it's good. If I did the thumbs down, then I lost a trade or whatever. So little tools like that. There's also arrows up and down. There's a stop signal, check. So instead of thumbs up and down, you want to use stop sign and the check sign. You can delete everything from your charts there. Let's see the time frames. We already went over that. Okay, so let's go through. This will be the last thing that I go through here. You can open up as many charts as you like. You can open up new accounts. So you could just go back to your setup and remember what I told you. Oh, another thing that's very important, guys. Very, very important piece. You want to make sure that you do this. Okay, right click. Make sure you right click and pin to taskbar. I don't know. That is one of the most important things that I can tell you, because sometimes it will be really hard for you, even though you named it, MT4.2, MT4.3, MT4.4, MT4.5, whatever. Sometimes it'll still be difficult to find, and it'll be very frustrating. So you want to make sure that you pin to taskbar. I cannot stress that enough. Usually I do it right away, but I didn't do it right away today. But if your computer's updating or anything, if that closes, it might be a headache, especially if you have multiple charts. It will be a headache, and you'll be really frustrated. Okay, so make sure you do that. Okay, I'll just put that over there. These are my cryptocurrencies. I like to trade cryptocurrency. We trade cryptocurrencies on exchanges like Bittrex and Poloniex and um, Binance, and a lot of others as well. But you know, coin exchange and things. But the main thing that we like to trade on MT4 because we like the buying, the selling power. Okay, we can trade if the market is going up or trade if the market is going down. And in exchange, you have to, like, you know, you can borrow money from people to go sell. You know, and it's kind of, you know, it's okay. You can do that, but I just really am. It took me forever to learn MT4, and I just feel more comfortable here. So I just, you know, but we do that as well. You know, so I just wanted to say that really quickly. And pin to taskbar is very, very important, guys. And another thing is if you're trying to put indicators or expert advisors inside, you know, a few things that have helped me is going, you know, you just go to open data folder. Okay, you're trying to put an expert advisor inside, you just go to open data folder. Okay, I'll make this bigger. Sorry about that. Okay, open data folder. Okay, and you go to MQL4. Okay, double click that. Okay, experts is here. Okay, you can just put your experts in there. Okay, and your indicators are here. Okay, so you just put your right click it, you know, paste it in or whatever. Okay, not whatever, that's what you do. Okay, you just paste it in. Okay, so you can go back like that. Okay, and you can locate the file wherever it's at, or you're like, where is this demo? How do I pin it to the, I can't find it, or I don't know. So for some reason, you can just go back here. You can look at where it's at. You know, you can find out where it's at. Just keep going back like that. You know, you could just find out where it's at. Okay, so it's just good to know. Good to know these things. I didn't know these when I first started, and it was a headache to figure it out. Okay, so that's just go to File, Open Data Folder, and here you are. Okay, and you just in QL4, go to Experts, click. You can put it inside there, paste it in there. Our indicators is here. Scripts is right here. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Okay, and I believe that's it. On that note, I believe we're all done here. I'll just go to File just to look through. Is there anything? Nope. View, everything's there. Insert, okay, indicators, everything's there. Okay, custom, usually your indicator will be in custom. Okay, yeah, your indicator will be in the customs folder if you just put a indicator in there. And make sure that, I used to do it the old school way. I used to close it, close the whole platform, open it back. But I learned that you can just right click, excuse me, let's say that you see this plus sign, go ahead and click the plus sign first. Okay, if you put an expert advisor in there, or if you put an indicator, there's already a whole bunch of indicators in there. Okay, but let's just say you put smartest trend indicator, it'll be right here by the S. But you say, I don't see it in there, I put it in there and it's not there. Okay, so you just right click. Okay, refresh. Boop, click refresh, and give it a few seconds, especially if you have a slower computer, and then you go back down there and it should be right there. Okay, same with expert advisors. You just right click, refresh, and it should be right there. Okay, and if you still don't see it, just close it, open it back up, and then it should for sure be there. But most likely the refresh does the job. But sometimes smartest trend indicator, you might have to close it and open it back up. No, I've been able to, but you know, some people have different computers and they're slower or older and different things like that. So I you know, I can't judge everyone's computers, but that's, you know, that's pretty much how you should take care of it. Okay. All right, guys. I hope this video was useful for you. I hope that it helped you, and I believe I covered everything. If I didn't, please shoot a comment, ask questions if you have any questions. Oh, another thing about account history that you might want to understand is that you can right click. Okay, and you know, you can set the comments. Remember, we already talked about that, so you can see the comments over there. You can also, another thing, all history. Okay, so you want to make sure if you have it on all history, and if you're just trying to go check month by month, you can go last month. You can I don't have any history in here at the moment, but you can go custom if you want to see like how much I made this 2 weeks ago. You can click that and see how much you made 2 weeks ago. You can put whatever date you want or whatever. You can see how much you made today. This is very, very useful. So I believe that's really it there. So I hope this helped you guys out. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Happy trading, guys. Talk to you later. Bye bye.